the blessings upon your life, do not idolize them. Thank God because of it, but even desire for more. So strength without discipline leads to downfall. Great assignment without discipline, it leads to downfall. He ended up losing his strength. He ended up losing the vision. He ended up losing the freedom. He ended up not saving those people. In fact, he died with those same people that he was meant to save. He ended up dying with the same enemies that was supposed to fight against. So we have to check. We have to be faithful in the calling. We have to walk worthy of the calling. We have to walk worthy of the work that God has called us to have. Another person tunaona ambaye alianza vizuri na akaenda kumalizia vibaya, it's King Saul. And as on your time, you unaweza enda kusoma from Psalms, 1 Samuel 13:15. There's also a man that was anointed, because after a long time the Israelites walifika na wakaambia Mungu, tunataka ukatupe mfalme, tunataka ukatupe mtu ambaye atatuongoza. And God ended up giving them King Saul. But a time came that King Saul ended up compromising. One of the stories we read about is when he offered a sacrifice, and Samuel told him, just wait for me until I come. I will lay the sacrifice. But Saul akaona ni kana kwamba Samuel amekaa. Akaona ni kana kwamba Samuel atachelewa, ndio adui walikuwa karibu wanaofikia. And Samuel forgot that he needed to be obedient, that he needed to not compromise, that he needed to stay yielded to the voice of God. Because that man of God, Samuel, had already given the word that I'll be there. I will offer the sacrifice. And God will deliver his own people. And that is the day tunaona King Saul alipoteza ule ufalme. And that is where David aliinuka. So we have to know that even in anointing without discipline, it will also fail. King Saul was a man of God. King Saul was anointed, but he ended up failing. So we also note from the story of King Saul that obedience matters more than anointing. Anointing without discipline, it will fail, child of God. I've come to tell you, even when you feel as if the enemies are so close, even as when you feel the defeat is just just within seconds, do not compromise. Just stay yielded to that voice of God. And because of time, we know the story of King Solomon. He was lifted. So we also need to know that wisdom doesn't replace faithfulness. I started by saying the spiritual race requires us to have discipline, requires us to be faithful, requires us to stay focused to the calling. So from King Saul, he also failed. But one of the other poor finisher I want us to look at is the story of one man called Demas. From the book